Here's it, center court, Hartenstein, and Boston with Jaylen Brown, who's missed a lot.
Clock. Do exactly what he did. Go for it.
Shea did not play against Minnesota. Wallace, they're going to give him a little bit of space. He'll pull up. White sets it up for Porzingis. You always know when somebody's really tall.
It's going to be tall people on the Celtics. Okay. Okay. I got you. Two.
Last year, but he missed the majority of the postseason. Continues to rack up 30 points on the defensive end.
He has been solid.
And outside, Cason Wallace hits Tatum. Formula shatters an NBA
On that baseline.
Shea, the speed all the way. When he makes that decision, he's
different ways. As Porzingis across his face. Come on, man. He caught the ball.
White. What about this Boston defense?
Just, you know, how they play.
Relocation three. Out. White penetrates up top. Right back to White. And he's going to get tied. Free throws.
Finishing up their five-game hottest teams with the New York Knicks.
All very good teams as Tatum the dump off Hartenstein on the putt. Do a lot of switching. Jacob just kept it himself.
Jaylen Brown.
There, got to watch out for the ball fake. And Jaylen, it's just Jaylen Brown sliding his right.
Whole field. Now, if you got kids, you know what I'm talking about. Field, because it's a great little sport for young.
Dort at inside. Horford slapped away.
Down the hill foul.
Dort on the baseline. He'll pull. Wallace floating.
Folks.
And kept the dribble alive. Then goes into this wide open underneath. And that
came up with their NBA champs.
Finally stuck to it. And
the way they play basketball.
Certainly has out. Dort off the catch. Trying to carve out some defenders off balance. For more information, download the whole.
Early 3 free throw attempts.
Pull up, and Tatum kicks, open shooter. Bouncing, pulling.
And followed that up with a season-high night.
It was probably one of the top moments.
Out in Charlotte, where he had that big game of his young life.
Everybody came out, and Tatum, that's Joe. He is not going to pass on the three.
Exactly what happened.
Horford. Wiggins steps behind the tape.
Big-time total package player. You practice that 9 times.
Keep that defensive step behind. Hauser wide open. And
they take the most. They make the.
SGA down the lane. Drive on Fournette. Got it up. There's SGA on the backside of Tatum. That heel was right on it.
Celtics have attempted at top level.
And everybody, Jaylen Brown, that's too easy. Joe on the step back, that's going to be too strong. Celtics bring back Porzingis with Joe on him, shoots, and he open shooter. Joe not going to miss ball. Close to it. Hartenstein. Porzingis again inside. He's going to get interfere chance to win 2.
They do obviously is their ability.
Wiggins shut them off, but Porzingis slips in.
Brown ended up hitting him on the arm.
It's Wiggins. Very clean look. Brown again. Fournette.
They're well, coached.
Free throw line, jumper, and ball fake. Inside the floater. J-Dub again.
Cal, had a whole lot. Doesn't always work that way with guys like him. He's got that ability.
White. Tough shot, J-Dub fades away. Trying to wait for something. Sure his shorts were still on. Drives and score here, Michael for OKC. You're trailing by 10.
Patient with him. How about that? That's patient.
He's into this game. Wiggins. Good ball movement. Sets it up. Open.
Passing I'm talking about. You can live with that.
Brown. Yet again, he's taken out.
The defense. Doesn't matter.
Jaylen Brown. Trying to drive right. Off balance. Help. Montier. That 3 is Brown. Up the game against New York. SGA. 3. Sort of quietly going about. Horford off the catch. But been piling up this sub. He's going to get called for the travel. Points so far today. That should be a. Shea's got a mismatch. And it's Brown. No good. No Holiday. 2-on-1. And that.
Timberwolves and the Clippers. White.
There's Joe. Had the feet set. Height. The lob. Brown. SGA open.
That's why he is in the MVP conversation.
This is back out to White to beat the shot clock.
On the defensive end in the second half, he told me offensively, he told me he wants to see OKC.
SGA pulls up just below the pass of Porzingis. White got the block. SGA.
He averages over 30 points a game.
See if the defender can crank up the dynamite. Daniel would have a defense there in the kid. That would have somewhat risky. Fadeaway shot. Porzingis. Hoist. Shea back to Hartenstein. Push up.
Been finding one of his teammates.
Holiday was going to be. How back-to-back misses on that possession. Stops. Porzingis.
Score, folks. He's only had the basketball.
The catch. That one is on SGA. That was a wall. Throughout this game, there's been plenty of fouls. J-Dub off the catch.
That's why he's averaging over.
Afraid to pass over to White. White. Just not able to convert. Porzingis. Gave up his dribble. Porzingis. Flat ball off. He'll pull up. He'll shoot over the top. Tatum gambled. Allows Wallace to drive it. Nice finish. Tatum way off. Swings it over to a wide open Wallace. Determined to pull up for the three. And then shooters, they're so tactful, Michael, that in the spirit of competition, but these guys are just so
call. They go to Thunder win. Throwing off Tatum a little bit.
Spirit of the game. You want. Nice deflection on the anticipation. Tatum. J-Dub. Boston is 7 for 30. Bell voice. Missed it wide right.
Strength right now.
Hauser. Shea across the lane. Should get rid of it. Tough fadeaway shot. Shea again down the lane. Dort, corner three. Churd hangs, had a block.
6'11" wingspan as they continue to cut into that depth.
And Jay will take the shot.
We talk about the opportunities.
Wiggins lost it initially. Still separate. Pritchard.
Place at the right time. Called on Blue Dort. It's brutal. That is brutal at this point.
Look at Wallace, the hand up for an explanation. Well, within striking distance here, trailing Aegis White off the catch. Porzingis has the
line for the Celtics.
Kenrich gives it up. Case and Wallace. Horford, space. Boston did last year. They're playing with heart.
Defense. How about a deep three?
The Wiggins. Another fourth quarter match. White. There's got to watch his backside. Foul.
Now Knight to help close out that game. Leading by Stickman.
Wiggins comes up with it. Trying to tap it to Wallace. Attacks on Horford.
To that point.
Three-point shots had not been dropping. Wiggins hip to hip with Holiday
as well. It's all
appears on Holiday. Takes it up in that Boston possession with about 17.
Yeah, you know.
It was as he was trying. There should be a foul on
him about that play, not on
J-Dub. Attacks. Fouls. Wiggins was giving him a hug on the way inbound this basketball. 7:22, multiple double-digit deficits.
Two of the top 5 highest scoring score. The game's on the line. We're almost approaching.
So many wins. Hesitation. The kick. Too much action on defense. And White wide
out of the picture.
Lead grows here in the fourth quarter.
It's better on a team with the record that the
deflection, space, tied up with Holiday.
Celtics. Keep an eye.
1 second on the shot clock. 5 on 4. Thunder not only catch but to make his move. Brown inside.
In the first.
Extra pass over to Holiday. It's going to be short. Through Tatum. That is a very deep three.
Shot maker.
Tatum stops on a dime, turns around. SGA sprinting up the floor. And another up. It's Wallace off the catch. It's a couple possessions. Step three. Beats the shot clock. Shooter. It's Dort. Tatum trying to win.
I'm going to do it twice.
Those are not easy to do. Hard closeout, drives in, trying to float it up. 46+ minutes. Tatum, no. Keeps his dribble alive, pulls up, mid-range shot.
2 free. Entire second half. So this
Dort yet again. Just some.
The 3-ball is the Celtics.
Halftime, and asked him what he wants to see on the defensive end in the second half. He told me upside and having each other's backs, and then offensively, he told me he wants to see OKC.
The defensive end, Jaylen Brown thought he got fouled. SGA pulls up just below. Right on the backdoor pass to Porzingis. Now he tries to back down White, pulls up. White got the block. SGA.
It's okay to get your shot blocked, even if you're averaging over 30 points a game. Oh, it was sweeter than the first.
See if the defender can crank up. I think that Hartenstein and Mark Daniel would have a defense there and fighting against the challenge, keeping it in his pocket. That would have somewhat risky. Tap. Love's getting in the post. Fadeaway shot. Porzingis, Boyce, and it's back up to 11. Shea back to Hartenstein. Push up.
Drawing in the defense and then finding one of his teammates.
Tatum knew exactly where Holiday was going to be. How's Holiday? Back-to-back misses on that possession. Shea again. Stops. Porzingis.
Three. The man's a professional scorer, folks. He's not just one of those guys where he's got blinders on when he has the basketball.
Tatum kicking. Dort off the catch. That one. Tatum. And a couple of inches on SGA. That was a wall. Letting much go throughout this game. There's been plenty of fouls. Hasn't been able to slow down SGA yet. J-Dub off the catch.
Down and still throws it in the basket. That's why he's averaging over.
Run him off the three-point line. Not afraid to pass over to White. White. Thunder creating opportunities. Just not able to convert. Brown
Down.
Tatum, the spin. Porzingis. To Porzingis. Gave up his dribble. Porzingis. Flat. He had to dry the ball off. Dort trying to penetrate. He'll pull up. Make his move on to Wallace. Got a height advantage. He'll shoot over the top.
Shots like that.
Tatum gambled. Allows Wallace to drive it.
By the second-year man out of Kentucky.
Nice finish. Tatum way off. Back to Hartenstein. Swings it over to a wide-open Wallace. Tatum determined to pull up for the three, and then a letter of the law. And these shooters, they're so tactful, Michael, that in the spirit of the game, it's not the spirit of competition, but these guys are just so deadly.
Yeah, that's a tough call. They go to Thunder win. It may have really kind of thrown off Tatum a little bit.
Because a win against OKC, but in the spirit of the game, you want
the Celtics.
Nice deflection on the anticipation. Fires it, telegraph the pass. Tatum, J-Dub. You get the feeling that at some point, as Boston is 7 for 30. Pritchard, hell voice, pitched it wide right.
The Celtics cannot get to their strength right now.
Hauser.
6 points.
Shea across the lane. Wants to get rid of it. Pritchard maneuvering down low. Tough fadeaway shot. Shea again down the lane. Got to close out on Hauser. Trailing by 8. Shea fires it inside. The kick. Dort, corner three.
The Celtics have been up.
Exactly where he wanted to go with it. Pritchard hangs. Had it blocked.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has a 6'11" wingspan for the Thunder. They keep creating that as they continue to cut into that depth.
Down around Horford. And Jay will flip back out and try to get something going. We'll take the shot. Les Sefford on the offensive end pays off.
We talk about the opportunities since the first quarter.
2-on-1. Joe dumps it off. Wiggins lost it initially. Still separating the sideline. He's trapped. He got it over to Pritchard. Pritchard.
There's another man being in the right place at the right time. I don't understand this. They call it on Blue Gord. Call the technical. Man, that's brutal. That is brutal at this point.
Porzingis. Look at Wallace. The hand up. And Dort is still looking for an explanation. 6 in the third. And they're well within striking distance here, trailing 8 down. The block on Porzingis. White off the catch. Spun right into that Hartenstein block. Porzingis has to.
The ball did not go below the free throw line for the Celtics. After Thunder course corrected.
Kenrich gives it up. Case and Wallace. Holiday. Horford. Space. Porzingis so big with what Boston did last year. He has been huge. Thunder playing with Hart.
That's just really terrific defense. How about a deep three?
Quarter time. And Wiggins, another fourth quarter. Mismatch, White. There's Jacob's got to watch his backside. Foul. Now,
Against the Knicks on Friday night to help close out that. It's just that, folks. Now with a leading by a stick man.
passes into that traffic. Wiggins comes up with it, trying to tap it to Wallace attacks on Horford.
Leading up this ball game. That's to that point.
And 4-point land. Those three-point shots had not been dropping. J-Dub. Wiggins, hip-to-hip with Holiday.
Points, but he's going to create plays like that as well. It's all about.
It's picked up by Wallace. Wallace fears on Holiday. Takes it all. Earlier in that Boston possession was about 17. A retroactive call.
Yeah, I mean, looking at a free throw.
It was as he was trying for Dort, and he got teed up. This should be a foul on
Scott Foster, because I was really upset at him about that play. Not moments later.
J-Dub attacks. Porzingis, that's going to be a foul. As Wiggins was giving him a hug on the way. Tough place for the Celtics to inbound this basketball. 7:22, Paycom Center. Thunder had to come back from multiple double-digit deficits.
That's two. Two of the top five highest scoring scorers rise to the occasion when the game's on the line. We're almost approaching.
Over the last couple of years, they've racked up so many wins. His feet. Tatum, hesitation. The kick's able to take it away from White. Too much action on defense.
And Lou Dort just did not give up on that play.
White wide open.
Both wrestled each other out of the picture.
And the Thunder lead grows here in the fourth quarter. That's
VP. Give me something that's better on a team with the record that the whole season long.
deflection. Shea got a little space. Tied up with Holiday.
That's team foul number 3 for the Celtics. Keep an eye
on Holiday. He gives it up. Someone's going to have to shoot it. J-Dub, 1 second on the shot clock. 5 on 4. The second half that has seen the Thunder not only catch, but ball movement down to Brown as Dort is waiting for him to make his move. Brown inside.
Celtics have that big 34 points in the first. Left in this ball game.
Extra pass over to Holiday. It's going to be short. Celtics with Brown. Now the Celtics going to run a little offense here through Tatum. That is a very deep 3.
Well, he's a big shot maker. And
3.5 minutes. J-Dub stops on a dime, turns around, goes flying into the first row. SGA sprinting up the floor in what is currently a 6-point game. And another up. Shot clock under 7. It's Wallace off the catch. They've gone quiet the last couple possessions. Lost possession. Dort, sidestep 3, beats the shot clock. Open shooter, it's Dort.
To their largest lead of the night.
Tatum trying to
He said, in case you don't believe I can do it, I'm going to do it twice.
When he was wide open, those are not easy to do. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Dort, hard closeout, drives in, trying to float it up. In the first 46-plus minutes, Tatum he decides to pull it out despite all the pressure, keeps his dribble alive, pulls up mid-range shot.
Celtics have taken 22 frees, 5 free throw attempts the entire second half. So that
double team leaves somebody open. It's Dort yet again.
On the ropes.
Just some,
which is hard to do for a team that likes to score the 3 ball as the Celtics.